Well, the White House launches a national response plan for combating tranq, drug deaths. Fentanyl combined with xylazine is what's referred to as tranq, and there's been a troubling increase of deaths from it. Data from the CDC shows xylazine was present in almost 11% of fentanyl overdose deaths in June of 2022. And if you look back 2.5 years, it was only found in 3% of cases. It's generally used as a horse tranquilizer. It can cause damage to skin tissue and organs and ulcers in human skin when injected. And it doesn't respond to overdose reversing medications like Narcan. Joining us now to talk more about this is the Director of National Drug Control Policy, Dr. Rahul Gupta. Doctor, wonderful to have you. An important issue here. So does the fact that tranq does not respond to overdose reversing medications like Narcan, does that increase the urgency here?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Kelly. It absolutely does. And this is the reason that we are not only calling it an emerging threat, but we're moving forward to developing a plan. And the facts are that even today, if someone is overdosing, you should still use naloxone or Narcan, yet understand that overdose could be complicated because of the presence of this tranquilizer, animal tranquilizer called xylazine.
So can you tell us a little bit more about xylazine? Why do you think it's more frequently being laced in the drug supply along with fentanyl, as we know?
Well, one of the first things we do is we monitor, and we've seen, as you pointed out, so much more deaths now being found with xylazine mixed with fentanyl. We've also seen 1,100% and more in the south part of our country, and similar numbers are true for the rest of the country. One of the things, because it's a sedative, it is used to mix in so people can have, longer duration of action. But at the same time, it is such a dangerous and deadly drug when it's mixed with fentanyl, as was never meant to be used for humans. And that is what makes it so deadly and so dangerous.
Certainly devastating impacts there. Would you mind detailing, Doctor, the national response plan and the 6 pillars of action in it?
Yeah, so, know that xylazine, again, a terrible drug. What we are now launching is a national response plan, as you mentioned. We want to make sure that we have increased testing. We have increased treatment and guidelines available. We also want to make sure we're focusing on data collection as well as research, and then going after the bad guys with the supply side. And at the same time, looking at every way, including scheduling and other regulatory actions that we can do to hold accountable the people who are killing Americans, frankly put.
So that plan lists steps the federal government will take to address the threat, but it will take efforts of everyday Americans to save lives as well. Can you walk us through what those efforts could look like?
Yes, because I want to start at the top here. For President Biden, this has been his top priority, to make sure that we're doing everything to save lives. One of the things that everyday Americans can do is actually, go to the proper websites, whether it's the FDA or HHS website. They have a lot of information on this. Your local and state health departments will have a lot of information as well. When you are using drugs, make sure you're testing to detect fentanyl or xylazine in your blood supply, and have naloxone or Narcan available, not just for yourself, but maybe someone else on the street, in your school, at workplace, who might get overdosed, and then you can be the hero to save their life and connect them to treatment. This is an action that requires all hands on deck approach, and we need every single American. At a time when over 100,000 Americans are dying a year, 1 every 5 minutes, every single American could come together and make sure we're all part of the solution.
What is the most important thing you want Americans to take away from this interview, Doctor?
Well, I think the most important thing is, look, in the past, we have chased challenges. Today, with the leadership of the Biden-Harris administration, we're trying to get in front of this. We're going to need everybody's help. It's an important plan we're putting forth. So this fentanyl mixed with xylazine does not take over the drug supply of our country, and we save more lives than we can ever before. So I want to make sure that everyone understands that we all have a role to play, but at the same time, we've got to make sure that we're doing what things count and save lives first and foremost.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.